I know they don't like me, niggas say I think I'm arrogant. I can't bring my Philly niggas with me, they like terrorists. Pop out, I got 20 bitches with me and I'm sharing it. That is not my lady, hold my baby, she my surrogate. Gave her 20 racks, she like Perry. Pussy crack, super wet like Aquarius. I asked her what's her sign and she said Mika Sagittarius. I told you 20 times this pussy making you delirious. I'm serious, they cannot figure where he is. They cannot figure how I built this shit up like the pyramids. I figure for a model bitch, for experience. Was in the SEO, that bitch be growling fast and furious. I got everything for real, these niggas know how I came for real. Fuck me once she came for real, fuck me twice I came Chanel. I do not like rapping with these rappers, they be playing for real. And I do not be playing for real. I came with niggas that came to kill on gang.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest. It's the biggest. Fisher Island, I dropped the top, I got two bitches smiling. Get a pilot, I'm taking off, I'm talking different mileage. Mozambique, hit up my dog, we digging for some diamonds. Me and me, got all in on tellers who look the brightest. Bitches fly from Quebec, just to give me they neck. I just play with finesse, then I tell them what's next.
Hey, this that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah, welcome to Real Life Shit Podcast, hosted by everyone's favorite Nigerian, Ehizoje, aka the Anointed One. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right. That's all you gotta do. It's real easy. Ehizoje. Again, that's Ehizoje. And go ahead and follow the podcast too. They got their own handle. That's RLS_podcast. Again, that's RLS_podcast. And on today's episode, I got two very special guests. Go ahead and tell people who you is, what you be doing, and why they should follow you.
My name is DJ Saraj, civil engineer by day, DJ by night. Follow me on SoundCloud for the hottest mixes you've ever heard. So on SoundCloud, I go by DJ Saraj. On Instagram, I go by Saraj the DJ. So you can see me on TikTok as well, DJ Saraj. Just follow me through that. You'll see some mixes, you'll see some parties, you'll see a lot of things just going on my channel. Maybe some controversial opinions, music opinions, good music, all that.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast, DJ Saraj.
Yeah. Saraj in the building. My dogs. Chief, appreciate you having me back. Yo, you know it's your boy Young Henndawg. Miss a song a day. You know, curating high vibrations. And I got to keep a playlist in rotation. Appreciate you for having me back again, Chief. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the podcast, Henndawg. Can you tell people where to find you?
Oh, yeah, of course. You know, you can find your boy at JR_Ignatius on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. It's all the same thing, same handle. Been posting some good year-end wrap-up stuff. So kind of funny. We'll be talking about a lot of that on today's show. So a little sneak preview on some of the things I've been touching on across the year will be getting brought up today. So excited to talk about it.
Way to bury the lead. Yes. Like he mentioned, today is going to be a year-end wrap-up show. So I appreciate y'all pulling up, you know. But, you know, I got to start the episode off the same way every time. We're going to go into some real shit versus weird shit. And I want to talk about the weirdest shit that's happened this year. So I'm going to start off.
Okay.
Weirdest shit to happen in 2023. Adam 22 and Lena The Plug. Whatever they got going on, like, Adam, bro, let me not even talk to you. I don't know you like that. I don't know what's going on in y'all's like personal lives. But the fact that you're selling your wife's putty cat, can I say that? Putty cat? Like, what you doing, bro? Like, that's just weird as hell to me, bro. Like, don't y'all got enough money? Don't y'all got enough clout?
It's a sign of economic times, my boy.
I don't even think that's it, because their platform is big enough. Go get some ad revenue, my nigga.
I don't know who said it, but I did hear an interesting theory. Like, it was like to distract from, you know how like everybody left no jumper?
Yeah.
Like, so it was basically like, and I think at the time too, everybody was like, oh, no jumpers down bad. Cause you know, Rel and AD left. So they're like, oh, we got to do something to keep that attention, keep it going. So
and you fell on selling your wife, letting another nigga fuck your wife? I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. Shit should never get that bad. Shit should never get that bad. And I feel bad for their child, because kids are mean.
Hold on, they have a child?
They have a child.
They have a child.
Kids are mean, bro.
Damn.
They gonna find out when they get older. And you're gonna have to homeschool your kid. Like forever.
Hey, but she did make OnlyFans history though. I think she has like the most viewed or most subscribed to or something. It's like,
ooh, congrats.
number one.
So everybody saw your putty cat.
So everybody saw the putty cat, bro. Like,
I'm not saying I co-sign it or I agree with that type of behavior, but if you are gonna jump off the porch, make history. Be
Look,
number one.
OnlyFans is one thing.
So,
if you want,
I'll say that.
Hey, look, shout out to all the sex workers. If you want to do sex work, that's on you. That's your personal business. I'm just saying, from Adam's point of view, I would never let another nigga touch my wife. Fuck no. But that's my weirdest moment. Do either of y'all got like a weird moment from 2023?
I got mine. I'm gonna go with the Diddy and Cassie situation. The not only just the allegations, but everything that has happened around that. Now everybody that's been at a Diddy party is now getting called out. They're like, oh, I seen Kevin Hart at a Diddy party, something going on. They even got my man Bishop TD Jakes.
Man, TD Jakes went from catching the Holy Spirit to catching back shots, my nigga.
They said he's a power bottom.
Look,
Jesus.
I don't even know what that is. I just know it's not good.
I don't want to know.
Good.
I don't want to know.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Look, Twitter's been taking it too far. I was like, y'all going to hell for some of those jokes. Like, y'all.
We going to hell?
No, I said y'all, the people on Twitter. I didn't say y'all.
TD Jakes is going to. If anybody going down, it's that man right there, bro.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
But just to get back to the Diddy Cassie situation, you know, just that whole situation, like the way that nobody, like everybody was like, Diddy did that shit. Like nobody even argued it online. Everybody's like, nah, Diddy did it. Like usually you got people that would defend it. It's like usually like, nah, it's like everybody just stayed away from that because apparently like there's just all this shit that be going on behind the scenes in the industry that like for some reason nobody wants to blow the whistle on. So like for it to happen and nobody to be like, oh yeah, I saw this, I saw that, and everybody to kind of stay silent as, you know, supposedly Diddy did that shit just speaks to how the industry works.
You want to know why I think everyone like believed it, and I'm gonna dig deeper into this on the next episode. I got a bonus episode for y'all next week, but it's because there's been rumors about it like for the past like hey, don't go to a Diddy party, that's a joke amongst my friend group.
It's a well known.
Like none of us in the industry would be like, hey, what would you do if Diddy offered you some drugs? It'd be like, I ain't taking that shit. Like,
nah.
And then the fact that Kid Cudi came out immediately was like, oh yeah, he blew my shit up, bro. This nigga, domestic terrorism. That's what that is. You blew up a car. That's domestic terrorism, my nigga. That's crazy, bro. And niggas just
shit crazy, bro. Like with all this like being uncovered, I started to realize like the way that we be labeling like Suge Knight like the big bad boogeyman, like nah, that's actually what Diddy is, bro. Like this nigga be moving around crazy.
It's
dude.
both of them. It's both of them. Suge's just been locked up, so he can't do nothing.
And the big difference is this too. Like Diddy's marketing is just way better, bro. Like he's been on the love wave recently too. Like he be two-faced as a motherfucker, bro. Like it's shit nuts, man. Like the way he been doing people so dirty behind the scenes, man, it's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. It's that R&B album he dropped though. That R&B album was fire, but
it was
so
cool.
was
pretty
Kid
good.
Cudi's Car. You know,
It was pretty good.
It was cool. It was alright.
it was all right.
I reviewed it on the podcast. I said it. I was like, it feels kind of dated. Like if I feel like if it came out like 10, 15 years ago, it would have been like amazing, like a classic.
Well, I was gonna say, I think it was supposed to be dated by the people who were on it, like some of the people who were on it, because it gave that 90s 2000. I know we're not like diving into that, but like it gave that 90s 2000 feel, like, you know. So that's what I grew up on. So that's what really why like it hit me a little bit harder.
Henry.
Yeah.
Weirdest moment in 2023.
Yeah, my weirdest moment in 2023. I guess we just gonna stay on this like weird sex topic. Not even like weird sex stuff, but just like nasty shit, just involving like sexual interactions. But I'm going Josh Giddey. That whole situation is nasty as hell. For those who are not familiar, Josh Giddey's an NBA player who plays for the OKC Thunder. allegedly it came out that he had relations with a girl who was underage at the time, around like 16 or 17 years old. And
I think she was 15, allegedly.
Yeah.
15.
So it could have been as low as 15. So the timeline is crazy. Crazier thing is, even it seems like allegedly the organization was aware of it too. There's like video of their GM being asked about Josh Giddey and kind of throwing a weird comment out there before all these allegations came out. And he was foreshadowing a lot of these things that came up. So it's just a super weird situation. I think Giddey's like, what, 22, 23 now? And the girl is...
Like, I think she just turned 16 type shit.
Yeah, so she's still in high school. And she's local, too. Like, she's like in Orange County. Shit's nuts, bro. So, yeah, that's going to be my weird situation of the year for sure, especially since they haven't suspended this man. This man is still playing basketball. I mean, he gets booed in some arenas, which I feel like he deserves.
He don't get booed enough, man.
He need to get booed more. This
NBA is still posting his highlights.
It's crazy, bro. So yeah, he a nasty nigga. You deserve the nasty nigga of the year award for that, Josh.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what you get, bro. So.
Yeah, I don't know if he gets the award because Diddy up there right now, but they both. Like, I'm gonna start a nasty nigga list, bro. every time one of y'all's like sexual proclivities come to light and. It's not a good light. It's a bad light. Hey, man, you a nasty nigga.
We got to bring shame back, bro. Like, with all three of these things, like that's the common denominator.
Like on
There's
Game
no
of Thrones,
shame, bro.
when Cersei was walking down, shame. We just all got when we see that nigga in public, shame. Point at him, say shame.
Like, if y'all do some of this shit behind closed doors, all right, you think like it's never gonna come out. But if we had shame and you thought to yourself, all right, maybe I shouldn't do this because if it does come out, niggas are gonna be looking at me crazy. But nobody cares. Adam 22 don't care. Diddy clearly don't care. And Josh Giddey don't care. Like, this shit is nuts,
Diddy
bro.
cares now. After Cassie, I don't think he really cares.
Does he care?
He broke out Cassie. He was like, okay, I guess.
This nigga the next day on Instagram was dancing, talking about like, I'm victorious or
he
what
was like, ooh, that was a close call. I got that shit settled. And then another report came out, another lawsuit, a third lawsuit, fourth lawsuit. Now he's head in his hands talking about, hey man, they just out here for money. No, they not, bro. You out here doing nasty shit to people. It's 2023, about to be 2024.
And they had to put out the statement too, like talking about a lot of people are trying to, defame my character. I do not agree with all these things, X, Y, and Z. But
too late.
This is after the Cassie thing, and then when it started to kind of like snowball, and he's trying to get ahead of it. But it's like, it's sick, bro.
If 50 Cent hasn't been letting up on his ass.
Shout out to Fifth.
I know 50 been shaving him. Did he do it or did he not?
Bro.
Fifth moving like a nigga that knows ain't nobody got dirt on him. Like, I like all the shit I did was in the streets, like, and that shit's like solidified. Everybody knows what I was a part of. That shit's way in my past. Y'all niggas doing nasty shit. That's not what I do, and I'm gonna embarrass you for it.
Yeah, bring shame back. Bring that shit back.
But it wasn't just a weird year. There's always real moments. So we're gonna keep it with you. What's your realest moment of 2023?
Okay, I feel like I'm probably gonna steal one of y'all's because this should be everybody's realest moment of the year. But in Montgomery, Alabama. Yeah. The boat incident in Montgomery, Alabama, bro, where niggas stood up for other niggas. We stood tall.
Superpowers.
We were standing on business. We wasn't having that day.
That is the definition of standing on business.
These white folks
They were swimming on business.
Stop.
They were throwing chairs on business.
I never want to hear the stereotype that black people can't swim. Cause
that boy looked like a Navy SEAL.
You know how hard it is to swim across that river, then still pull yourself up and still give people the beats.
And still have the energy.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit is going down in history, bro. Like, I've never seen an event like that from like 20 different points of view, and each point of view, bro, I got a different piece of the story. That shit was like just gold. It was like, man. So that was the realest shit I seen this year, for real.
And you said that was yours too?
Yeah, that was mine too. Just to see just like one, like all the like the way like they like it was just like a movie scene because how the white, like the people, like after they attacked, you know, the older guy, they all like the white people just stood there like nothing was going to happen. You see the boat like inching in closer, like when we get there, we gonna fuck y'all ass up. And then I was like, y'all didn't want, like y'all don't see danger incoming and y'all don't want to move. So like when they, like as soon as they touched down, it was just all hands on deck. Everybody got slapped up.
Everybody and their mama literally
Anybody
got touched up. It was crazy.
And I have a honorable mention one too, but I'll let you go first because I don't want to steal. I already stole his.
Go ahead.
Send a video.
Send the video.
Send a video.
Oh,
send a video.
There's levels to that one though. There's levels to that one.
That's some real.
It's some real shit. I wish that she wouldn't have leaked like the messages because it did make him look bad. But send the video is hella funny. Send the video multiple times is hella funny. But shout out to her because she like actually did the right thing. She like let him know like immediately when she knew.
That's true.
She could have just kept the baby and been like, "Hey yo, 18 years, and on the 18th birthday,
you found out it wasn't."
Man, but she was like, "Nah, you know what? Let me be respectful. Let me tell him like, hey yo, you might have a kid, this and that. Whatever happened. Obviously, she was in her feels about it, but always send the video.
Hold your head, Ant-Man.
My realest moment of 2023 is hip hop turning 50, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy to see that it's still. Not only did we go like 10 plus years of being like the number one music genre, we're still in the top 3. Man. After all these years, bro. This is gonna be the one genre that they can never take from us. And when I say us, I mean people that look like me, look like him. They took country, they took rock and roll. You could never take rap from us, bro. It's solidified, bro. So cemented. So that's my realest moment of 2023. Hip hop hitting that half century mark.
Yeah, that hip hop 50 event that Mass Appeal threw in New York, that shit was amazing, bro.
All the hip hop 50 events. Shout out to Grammys for bringing Will. I didn't see Will Smith on a single 50 years celebration, and then Grammys when like brought him up, him and DJ Jazzy Jeff. So
yeah, because well, he won the first hip hop
Grammy.
The Grammy.
Yeah, it wasn't televised either, but that shit was televised 50.
What they say, the revolution won't be televised, right?
I mean, we seeing a lot of televised revolutions right now, but
just specifically.
I know. I'm just
I got you.
Anyway, let's go into these awards. It's award season over here at RLS, Real Life Shit Podcast.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
So we're going to talk about music because it is a music podcast. So the first award, we're going to start off with Saraj, Rookie of the Year. Who you got?
Rookie of the Year, I'm going to go with no other than Sexy Red, Rookie of the Year.
Why you got Sexy Red as Rookie of the Year?
Sexy Red, basically, she just took the world by storm. Like, every time, like I'm a DJ, so every time I'm out, I hear Sexy Red, everybody's turning up. Every time I play Sexy Red, everybody is turning up. Everybody is talking about what she is doing, what's going on, even if it's sometimes bad. Not sometimes, a lot of times it is bad. But she has music that comes along with her also being in the tabloids. So like this year, like I think she's been one of the hottest artists in the game. So. Man, when I heard this shit in Vegas, I'm not gonna lie.
What's the TikTok dance?
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Also, she appreciates the dreadhead, so you gotta shout out to that too.
Dreadheads do it the best. Make sure y'all are fading out the songs. Don't just end it. Henry, what about you?
Oh yeah. I see a lot of commonality in today's episode, so we're gonna keep it on sexy.
Sexy
again. She got to be Rookie of the Year. I appreciate her her representation too for just like black women in general. You know, black women can be, you know, professionals. They can be CEOs. They can be hustlers, or they could just be hood rat chicks and just embrace that and be that. And that's enough. You know what I mean? So I think it was pretty cool to just see Sexy Red's rise and just how she kept putting out banger after banger after banger. So the one I'm going to play right now was one of my favorites. I know y'all touched on Shake Your Dreads and Ski Yee, of course. That was like damn near the anthem of the year, but this one I got. It's my favorite.
This that real life shit, nigga.
Bad bitches, we like fast cars. We like niggas that sell drugs with fast cars. Hellcats, SRCs, nigga come pull up on me. Drive the car fast, do the dash, it make my coochie leak. Real bad bitch, sitting pretty, 1,000 for the week. Fingernails exotic, got look cute when I'm smoking weed. Track hog, say he wanna eat it, but that shit important. Bend it over, I'm from St. Louis, say he like my order. Tell that nigga, catch out for a whip, if he want my horse. Playing with my coochie while he drive, we on our way to Mars. Put the Benz in sport mode, nigga, I ain't no regular hoe. I don't do insurance for my whips, this ain't Geico. Keep my car, you want to stupid bitch, yeah, I bite hoe. Diamonds busting through the tent, and my car a light show. Drunk the top on the Rari, hope the window smash my wig. Bank roll, sexy red, bitch, you know I do it big. I be smoking Zaza out the pack, you hoes be smoking seed. Been that bitch since I was in first grade, I put that on my kid. Hellcats, SRCs, nigga can pull up.
Sexy. This is Sexy Red Stand Count. If you guys are new here, by the way, we all fuck with Sexy. Everyone that comes up here, put respect on Big Sexy.
Yo.
My rookie of the year, a little different than y'all's. You know, I kind of went for what music I like the best out of like the new artists and not just on impact. So I did kind of like both. So my rookie of the year for 2023 is Jordan Ward. So Jordan Ward is solidifying himself in the R&B space. The multi-talented artist is proving that there's high rewards for being yourself in your music. And his transparency mixed with his ability to write and sing catchy hooks will keep him around for a long time. This is Jordan Ward, Mustard.
He's dope.
See, y'all putting me on right now.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Words in front of me. Some drying out prematurely. When the heat turns up, it can break something fragile. You could burn yourself or stand with a callous. Not the only way, but it always seems to matter to the real world. Held it down for 10 summers like mother right. With me and night is gonna come again. No kids jumping off the senior stands. And they made a new wave, they getting more ribbons. I done seen this whole town white clean. Condos bury memories of my teens. I done seen this whole town get geek. Switch the weed from my lead for the better probably. Held it down for 10 summers like my held it down for 10 summers, baby.
Yeah, I think Jordan Ward's gonna be here for a minute. I don't know how big he's ever gonna get. I'm not gonna say he's gonna become like a pop star or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think he's definitely gonna be around for like the next 3 to 5 years and make some moves. You feel me?
No, I agree. He's here to stay.
So
Y'all put me on, so I gotta check him out after this.
definitely check out Jordan Ward. I got a whole list of artists you can check out. To be honest, but that's for later. Let's talk about R&B, man. R&B projects of the year. Which one y'all want to go first?
I can go first.
All right, go. I want to hear 3, 2, and 1.
Because you know I keep a list, so.
Give your breakdowns. Let's hear it, man.
Yeah, so R&B this year. R&B was in a good place this year, I feel like. There was some good drops for sure. I can only do 3 here. I have done 10. You can go on to my Instagram or Twitter. So I dropped my top 10 R&B albums this year to wrap up the year, as long as it's as well as some other wrap up lists as well too. But
You got honorable mentions?
man, honorable mentions. Honorable mentions for sure because I'm trying to think. Honorable mentions for sure will be Cleo. She dropped 2 of them
Cleo Soul.
back to back on us. Yeah, Cleo Soul. So Heaven and Gold, that'll be my honorable mention for sure off the top of my head. But for my top 3, I'm gonna start with 3. So Jordan Ward, Forward, that was my 3rd one. Bro, he just made a significant impact this year. Definitely made a name for himself, solidified himself. I think he did the Tiny Desk as well too. So yeah, he's amazing. I feel like he's here to stay for sure. So be on the lookout for him. And then at 2, I'm gonna have Dende, 95 Civic. He was my favorite new artist I found out this year. So he's from down in Katy, Texas. If y'all have been tapped in with the pod, I played him as one of my artists for Pass the Aux too. So his song Nightmares was one of my favorite songs this year. So I have Jordan Ward at 3, Dende at 2, 95 Civic. And then at 1, I'm gonna go Kenyon Dixon, the R&B you love. So that's Watts, that's LA baby. But he keeps that flavor with his R&B. He keeps it very this album was very 2000s feel to it. And when you tap in with it, you'll feel that for sure. But I really do respect Kenyon Dixon for putting on for the city and keeping the essence of R&B alive for sure. So that was my number 1 this year.
Let's hear some Kenyon Dixon, man.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
I just wanna dive in it, run away, hide in it, give it to you nice and slow, take my time in it, drive in it, hide in it, I make it by my business, give it to you nice and slow, 98 vibes in it, I just wanna do you right, do you right, do you right, baby, I just wanna do you right, do you right, do you right, let's make it all about you tonight. You tonight, baby, I just wanna do you right, do you right. God, I'm on a mission, yeah. Your body's all I'm missing. I just wanna lay it down, give me information, 'cause you know I play to win, ain't no competition.
All right, Saraj. I'm interested to hear your list because I feel like you come about it from a different point of view because you're playing music for people as a DJ. So like what you listen to and how you listen to it is a little different.
Right.
I'll say this one. Actually, no. This one, I know. I as a DJ, I do go with the more like my ears are tuned into like what's more, I guess, popular or what everybody else is listening to. But I do also have my own likes. So my top one might be the one that people be like, okay, I didn't know this one.
You didn't expect that. Okay.
Yeah. So 3, I'm going to go with Chris Brown's 1111. So this project, I actually like his last project because his last project to me felt more hip hoppy, where this one is just straight R&B, him straight singing. Summer Too Hot was a great single. Sensational with the Afro beats, R&B vibes, even the dance that went along with it. And then if you listen through the project, he's just singing his way through. He's singing, and it's not like, how Chris Brown usually does like 45 songs.
Yeah.
This one, short and sweet. If you know me, I like short and sweet. Find the songs that are good, keep it on there. I don't like filler songs. There's no filler songs. Every song seems intentional. And I've also been listening to a lot of Chris Brown lately. I don't know that sounds toxic, but I've been listening to a lot of Chris Brown lately. When I heard this project, I thought, okay, this is the type of R&B I like. I like when he's singing. I like when he's dancing. I like the upbeat R&B vibes. And then my next one is Jaguar 2 by Victoria Monet. So this album, I feel like Victoria Monet is an R&B powerhouse. Like the whole album is just R&B all the way through. even with, you know, the hit single On My Mama, that's not the only good track on there. All right, with the I believe it. I didn't check, but I believe it's Kate Trinata on there. And, you know, her and Kate Trinata had that previously Be Your Girl. Again, she does her thing on that track. And again, the whole album all the way through is just, for me, straight R&B vibes. And I love the project all the way through. Now, my first one, like I said, this one, I don't know if people listen to her as much as I do, but I became a fan of her off this album. It's called Red Moon and Venus by Kali Uchis. So that one, honestly, like when I heard it, her voice is beautiful on every track. Honestly, the album makes you feel like, and this is gonna sound crazy, makes you feel like you're laying in a field of flowers. I'm not like Najati, you're like Najati. Yes, I like that. You know, life is hard. Sometimes you need to lay in a field of flowers, but
sometimes you need to be a flower boy.
The album sounds beautiful, even when she's like some of her songs are in Spanish, and even those songs you listening like, wow, this is beautiful. But I'm gonna play one of her songs called "Fantasy" with her and Don Toliver.
All right, let's listen to some Kali Uchis, man.
I wanna dance, throw my hands in the air. I wanna dance,
Shit, nigga.
when no one really cares. I wanna dance, throw my hands in the air. I wanna dance, throw my hands in the air. I wanna dance, when no one really cares. I wanna dance. Throw my hands in the air. I wanna dance. When I know what really cares. I wanna dance.
On me, spend it on me. Baby, you don't worship me. It's just a word for me. Love don't on me. Everyone is love. Forget all the foolery. Stay on me like jewelry. On my body, don't let go of me. I just want the fantasy. Love when you worship me. Love don't on me. Spend it on me. On me, on me. Diamonds on my wrist. That's my love language. And kisses down my back. Starting from my neck. Laying side to side.
Yeah, shout out Kali Uchis. Also shout out Don Toliver, man. Most talented couple in music right now. Outside of, I'm talking about this generation. I don't want to hear no Jay-Z and Beyonce. Nah.
Hallie and DDG.
They
I was gonna go. I was about to say Cardi and Offset, but you know, we can't.
It's over.
I mean,
well, for now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
she got seen this before.
She got like 3 of his kids, man. You know how it
We've
is.
seen this before from them.
Hallie and DDG is a good one. I feel like people don't respect DDG enough on the music. I need to hear
I fuck
some
with
more
DDG.
from Hallie before I put them in the Don Toliver, Kali Uchis, stratosphere.
Well, I was just saying, yeah, of course she's on music on the R&B tip, but she be acting too. Like, that's crazy. She a Little Mermaid.
What's the
Color Purple.
Color Purple?
And the Color Purple. Man.
All right. My top 3 R&B projects of 2023. I do have a couple honorable mentions. I'm going to say Amalu, If I Come Home, that shit is fire. Kamari, A Brief Nirvana, and then Jordan Ward, Forward, More Ward. Both those, the deluxe was fire. I have a lot, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. This was the toughest list for me to come up with because I think R&B outshined rap this year for 2023.
Absolutely.
There was way too many good projects. So, my third favorite R&B project of 2023, Daniel Caesar, Never Enough. The Canadian artist returned from obscurity with his second album since his self-appointed exile he got after asking us to cancel him. But he delivered arguably his best album yet. So shout out Daniel Caesar. Number 2, I got Leon Thomas, Electric Dusk. On this project, he reintroduced himself as not just someone behind the scenes, but a writer, producer, musician who can stand on his own. Electric Dusk is a statement piece littered with amazing melodies that distract you from the uncomfortable truths within. That was my favorite project of 2023 calendar year, but we're going December to December. So within that December time frame, there's a lady by the name of SZA that dropped SOS, a crazy fucking project. And that is my favorite project of 2023. SZA, SOS. 5 years after her critically acclaimed classic, Control, SZA returned to her throne at the top of the R&B songstresses with SOS. SZA articulates heartbreak and depression better than most therapists on this massive album with very few skips. So I'm gonna play SZA, Blind.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, all they calling me Cassius. Mind you like Bob Saget. Greedy, I can't pass it. Eating everything, nigga, no fasting. I don't care how much you knew me in the past tense. I ain't no Julia Styles, this ain't no last dance. Way past it. Wait. Fucking on my ex, cause he validate me. Fucking up a check, I don't want no receipt. Mind get possessed, let my spirit speak freely. Hey. My past can't escape me. My pussy precedes me. My how the times change. I'm still playing the victim and you still playing the pick me. It's so embarrassing. All of the things I need living inside of me. I can see it. It's so embarrassing. All of the love I see living inside of me. I can see I'm blind. Blind, 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 blind.
All right. There wasn't just R&B this year. There's also hip hop, rap. The reason why we do this. So, Najati, go ahead, give us your list. Top 3 hip hop projects that you got. Give out any honorable mentions if you have any.
All right. First one I'm going to go with is Don Toliver, Love Sick. So I know it's like people are like debating whether it's like hip hop and R&B. I call it melodic rap. I think it does deserve like its own space. But this album, like I've been a fan of Don Toliver's work for a while. Love Sick though, it's a melodic rap album that puts you in those feelings, that puts you in that mood. I recently just shared the song he had with Charlie Wilson. Like the old soul in me loves, like when I see Charlie Wilson on the track, I want to press play instantly. And that song is one of those that have you in the feelings. You want to be in the corner by yourself. I love music like that, even if it's coming from like a rap album. Because a lot of rap albums don't have you feeling that way. But Don Toliver, Love Sick, I listened to that all the way through. Love that album. Next is Set It Off by Offset. I was really looking forward to this album, and it's one of the few rap albums I think this year that's delivered. I think it just has heavy hits throughout. It proves why I think Offset is the best Migo, my opinion. But Offset just comes through it again and is just rapping on a high caliber. Again, the production is crazy. The features on there make sense. Again, it's to me one of the better rap albums this year. And lastly, this one, I don't know if a lot of people check this one out, but I'm gonna go with Young Nudie, Gumbo. This, other than the hit song Peaches and Eggplants, which I think is actually the more hyped up song on the project, this album is smooth all the way through. It's not just trap beats. It's trap beats, but it's mixed with, it's just, I really can't explain. Like the beat is dynamic, and the way Young Nudie like raps on it is just smooth all the way through. So I'm gonna play one of his songs called Fish and Grits. Or Fish and Chips.
We ain't come from no drug in the community. We come from no slanging gang. It's that real life shit, nigga.
How you get it, nigga robbing, nigga gon' take some money. You know what I'm saying? It's a few niggas that trap, we salute the one that trap, you feel me? Shout out to the nigga that sham. Yeah, my nigga, you on the east side, you really know what the fuck going on the east side. Damn. I heard these niggas mad around the fucking city. I heard these niggas mad. For well, I made it. Damn, I'm telling y'all. Niggas mad cause we didn't have to sit in the trap. I made 5 million pussy nigga just on rap. I heard a pussy nigga mad cause he rapping, he trap. I remember all the time shit I had to rap and go trap. I had to rap on my scrap. Had to turn him to a napkin. Fold a nigga up and disappear shit like magic. Drop shit on niggas' head, shooter go super savage. Click up with some pussy nigga, now they mad cause we have it. Yeah, we have it. Big got slumped, did her wrong, he in traffic. I sent my shooter, man, my shooter get dirty and nasty. My main shooter, wrist shooter, down that nigga heaven. They mad cause we come from the east side, ain't no trapping, just blast. This nigga jumping off the port, gang banging and crash. We didn't have no big homie to do no motherfucking head. We had to get it on our own, do you bitches understand it? If any nigga start trapping, he will rob before it happen. That shit get popping on the east side, that do you real nasty.
You know, I did not have Young Nudie on my bingo card when I was trying to think of like who you guys were going to like choose as like the best hip hop project of 2023.
That was definitely
Just
for sure a
bit, just a little
curveball.
bit. Shout out to Young Nudie though, man. That shit was a vibe.
Yeah, I fuck with Nudie. So top 3 hip hop projects this year. I had to start at number 3 with Nasir Jones, Magic 3. He ended the trifecta in amazing fashion with that Magic series. Of course, he had the King's Disease series as well too. But him and Hit Boy, their chemistry over these, what has it been like 2.5 years or something? They've dropped these real quick, but it's been amazing to see, somebody at the age of 50, at the same age as hip hop, 50 years old, still producing at this level, still rapping at this level. So it was dope to see that, and to see that he put a bow on that series in a really amazing way. So Nasir Jones, Magic 3 at number 3 for me. At number 2, I got Babyface Ray, Summer's Mine. Last year, Babyface Ray was my favorite artist, my favorite like kind of new artist that I came up on. And this year, he definitely solidified himself as one of my like just top artists, period. So Summer's Mine, definitely a vibe. I think like the first 6 songs, it's like no skips. And I just love the energy he's on. Like he's just gonna have you in a certain trance. Like he puts me in a trance, like to where I need to really like boss up and like be on my P's and Q's and like, just, I don't know, man, just be on some shit, bro. Babyface Ray's really like that, bro. And he be spitting some real shit. It's very like simple lines that he has, but it's like some with the tonality and the way he delivers certain lines. And it's like slick shit that he drops in there. So Summer's Mine, Babyface Ray at 2. And then at number 1, I had to go with the boy from the 6, Aubrey. Yeah, For All the Dogs. I had to go For All the Dogs. There was a lot of shit talking on, there's a lot of shit talking in general whenever Drake drops now recently, because he's been the top dog and people are just trying to like throw rocks at the throne and find anything, honestly, to just discredit him. But, when a project drops, I'll say this, I was a little bit underwhelmed when For All the Dogs dropped initially, not on the same level that everybody else was. But I'll say this is one thing with Drake, regardless of whatever album he drops, whether it's like more dance hall vibes or, it's more experimental, his albums are always going to get better with time. And I think that this album did that in the short time that it did drop. So I went with For All the Dogs at number 1, Drizzy. So let me play y'all some off of here. It's kind of hard to pick one because with this dude, he just keeps so many records, and the intro is crazy too, man. But for Drizzy, I'm gonna go with Drew Picasso.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
You can never find no one better than it. Try to do right by you, but we can't miss. I tried. Taking 3 months old and fucking again. After you said we not fucking again. Never say never, just say what it is. Act like you need some insurance on it. We didn't get here on accident. Don't make me bring out them racks again. Your 2 best friends are some savages. Damn, how many days has it been? Something is different, not genuine. Moving like Snoopy and Charlie Brown. Feel like you trying to dog the kid. You're mine. Too many reasons why I can't picture you with him. That's just so embarrassing. I want to die, to die. I swear that I wanted you back then. Waiting on you like a back end. You bet it's fucking no cap in. Statements you claim never happened.
Shout out to Drake and shout out to all the Aubrey sexuals out there. That's in my mentions.
Whoa.
Just because I said Joe Budden. All because I said Joe Budden won the beef. Look, Joe Budden made his comments. Drake came back and delivered 6 amazing rap tracks, which is what we wanted.
They were attacking you on Twitter?
They were attempting to. I had the Aubrey sexuals and I had the Joe sexuals all together. It was like the Joe sexuals like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, nigga, I ain't one of y'all. First off, I was just making a comment. Then the Aubrey sexuals was like, oh, here we go. It's like, nigga, did you not enjoy the 6-pack more than what you had at first? Like, come on now. Anyway, shout out to y'all.
Aubrey sexuals is funny. You want to say Drake sexuals? You got you.
Nah, you gotta use the real name, man. Shout out to y'all, man. All right, so my top 3 hip hop projects of 2023. My number 3, I'm gonna start off again. A project that came out late last year in December. Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains. So Metro has been on a mission to prove he's more than just a beat maker. He wants to be heralded as one of the greatest producers of our generation. And if he hasn't reached that status yet, his curation of heroes and villains definitely brings him closer to that goal. Number 2, similar to Saraj, I got Don Toliver, Lovesick. Travis Scott's Houston protege delivered a project that sonically is one of one. It would be no surprise if we start hearing artists influenced by Don Toliver's vocal presence in the upcoming years, as Lovesick has cemented him as one of the easiest artists to listen to when you need a vibe. And my number 1 top hip hop project of 2023 goes to Doja Cat, Scarlet. One of the most polarizing artists we have in hip hop today. Doja Cat reminds us on Scarlet that she's more than just a pop star. Attempting to establish herself amongst rap's elite, she delivers a performance of a lifetime. No features, just Doja on eclectic instrumentals that highlights not only her songwriting ability, but her ear for music as a whole. And so I'm going to play for y'all Doja Cat, Can't Wait.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Crust of barnacles upon you. If you were to become a middle American farmer, I'd read up on every vegetable and harvest them around you. Not to be too much, but I am always me around you. But when you leave, I'm moving very awkwardly without you. I have never met a man who gets it like you do. Precious as you are, you're cursing out your mirror. You're taking it too far. You need to see it clearer. I've seen it all before. I wanna be there for you when the going's getting hard. When you're feeling like the lowest thing that no one even wants. I wanna write you poetry and jokes and even songs. I hope this lasts forever, or at least till we 100. Please know how much I want this.
So that was my favorite hip hop projects of 2023. Have a lot more. I didn't even mention my honorable mentions. Too Good to Be True, Meek and Ross. I've had that on repeat. Drake's For All the Dogs. Some of the best R&B tracks we've ever gotten from Drake are on that project. And I feel like there's another one, but it's not coming to mind, so fuck it. Outside of that, looks like we got one subject left for our awards this year for real life shit. It's Artist of the Year. Henry, I think you already have the aux, so we're gonna start with you.
For sure.
Go ahead, list out your top 3 and then give that breakdown for your number 1 Artist of the Year.
Yeah, so I'll start with 3 again on this one. He had my favorite song of the year, which is, I guess, a spoiler alert for later in the pod, but definitely think that he came back this year after some tragedy within his family with his son, passing away. I believe he actually drowned last year, but I didn't expect DeVito. I do have DeVito at number 3. I didn't expect him to come back in this way with this type of energy, especially because the album before this was a little bit lackluster, but he definitely had my top Afrobeats album of the year. And he for sure had to make my top 3 artists of the year, just taking everything, all the circumstances surrounding that. So had to go with DeVito at 3. At number 2, I had to go with the boy Yachty. Lil Yachty, he made me a fan of him this year. And there's been a few artists the past 3 years that I was not really, they weren't on my radar before. And I would hear certain singles, certain songs there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I think between his album and a lot of the sounds that he experimented with on there, and I'm forgetting what the album's called. Let's Start Here. Appreciate that. And then, so between the album and him just kind of taking a lot different approach from his music prior, it sounded like, especially from just people talking about it, it seemed like he took a lot of risks. And then a lot of the singles and like things that he was dropping on the EPs and that flow that he kind of patented. I don't know if he's the one who started that flow, but he definitely popularized that shit on like Tesla and like Strike and all these songs. Yachty just definitely made me a big fan of him this year for sure. Like, he got that feature from Cole too. He did his thing on there. It's still Jermaine, so you got to keep up as best you can. And I think he did all right, bro, for sure. So I didn't think Yachty would last this long, if I'm being completely honest. And bro made me a fan of him this year, so that's a big fucking deal. And then, so at number 1, I got the boy, i.e. legend, Hit Boy.
Shout.
Yes, sir.
Fontana.
Chauncey, man. But with him, I think it's been a bit of a fairy tale almost with him. Like, I mean, just with his dad coming out of jail earlier this year, all the drama that's been stemming with him for years, even before that, falling out with Kanye and being in that camp. But he's been able to build his chops. Of course, I've touched on too, like with him and Nas, dropping classic after classic, and him producing for Nas, rapping on some of the songs. And then now he's been dropping some of his own solo projects as well too, with Surfer Drown. I think it's just unprecedented run that he's on right now. We've never seen this from a producer. It's pretty crazy. Bro is producing at this level for legends, produced the album for his dad, producing his own albums. He did Music Soul Child's album. This is an R&B artist too. Like, the shit that he's on right now and the level that he's rapping at, he's dropping freestyles too. He's on bars on I-95 going fucking crazy. Like, man, salute to Hit Boy. Salute to Chauncey, man. Like, you a real nigga, bro. For real. So that's who I got as my number 1 artist of the year. His impact is just crazy. It's legendary. Oh, yeah. And I gotta give y'all a taste. Let me give y'all a taste of what Hit Boy had cooking for us this year.
Hit Boy has been consistent. Hit Boy is not mentioned enough as far as the like top tier like beat makers in the past century. Not century, fuck it. Decade.
I mean, you could say
You
century.
could say century.
Oh, fuck it. It's
Some of the shit
century.
he put up,
Decade.
niggas like, man, he's different. But let me play this record for y'all. It's called Corso with Dom Kennedy off Surfer Drown.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah. Won't jump click to click, hit boy, but I ain't like you kids. They know what time it is. Peel off Lambo tire skid. Doing the most. Imagine you and me close. I'm too ahead. All of the homies shit dead. Niggas can't call me they friend or call me they mans or call me they woe. These 40 belows, my heart is still cold. I got it in course, revving the motor. I'm getting changed, they won't see me slip through the cracks. Shorty is enemy, she let me crash. 2-person party, we having a bash. What you think all this Julio for? She told me go lock up the studio door. She acting up like it's the movie awards, for real, for real, for real. You gotta love a discreet freak, that's for real, for real, for real. Nigga, it's 20 on my receipt, that's for real, for real, for real. I just left out H. Lorenzo and Max Field. Tool on me, we still can't build. I be solo on the real, smoking personals a kill. I kept it 1K, that's how I'ma stay. She wearing safe, but she not a saint. All 10 down, that's how I was raised for all of my days. Won't jump click to click, hit boy, but I ain't like you kids. They know what time it is. Peel off Lambo tire skid. Doing the most. Imagine you and me close. I'm too ahead. All of the homies shit dead. Niggas can't call me they friend or call me they mans or call me they woe. These 40 belows, my heart is still cold. I got it in course, so revving the motor.
Shout out Hit Boy, shout out HS87, shout out IE, shout out Fontana, and shout to Hit Boy's dad, Chauncey. Bang so hard, he bang on himself. Crazy.
He said he banged so hard, he banged in the mirror. It banged back. Shout out Big Hit, man.
That shit was funny.
You be talking all type of gang shit, bro. My goodness.
A little too much, man.
But I believe it, though.
You old, my nigga. I need you to settle down. You just got out.
But
you just got out. Relax.
It's true.
Relax. Go church. Not TD Jake's church. Find a different
TD
one. Find a different one.
Oh man. Anyway.
Hi, Saraj. What about you? Artist of the year.
Artist of the year. So just quick, I just want to like explain my mind frame about this, like real quick. Just be like, so what I was looking for Artist of the Year was like one, consistency. So like throughout the year, have you kept showing improving? You know, has it been up? Has it been down? Like what artists have remained up as far as like this year? And then also the body of work. The body of work has like musically has to always come through, not just also being in the tabloids, but albums, features, whatever. So, and then last is impact / game changing. I feel like each one of these artists have created some sort of impact that has been different amongst or more than the other artists. So my first one is going with the GOAT, Lil Wayne. So reason I picked Lil Wayne is because not only has he come through on all his features, he has been talked about. Brand new with YG and Tyga. The one he just released with Benny the Butcher, which is name escapes me at that moment, but the one he just released with Benny the Butcher, again, he has proven that Lil Wayne has proven why he is one of the top rappers, even to the point where people are arguing if he's better than Jay-Z. So that has been the argument on Twitter as of right now. So Lil Wayne, also he released his own projects, which is the one he has with 2 Chainz, Collie Grove 2. The first one was good. Second one was good. He again continues to be, again, at his age, again, we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop. Lil Wayne is in a lot of people's top 5, and he keeps on showing that why he remains in their top 5. Next is Lotto. I want to give it to Lotto. I almost wanted to give her a Rookie of the Year, but she's not a rookie. So, but Lotto, I think, has reached a new tier. You know, like with me, it's like you start, you know, with a lot of hip hop artists, you know, you start off being unknown, and then Lotto is now getting known in hip hop. And I appreciate what Lotto does because Lotto raps, right? The music with her always comes first, and she raps with anybody. And this year, I think her raps have gotten better. Put It on the Floor was a showcase of that. Her cypher with all the ladies, she came through and killed that cypher. And again, I think Lotto has just reached a new tier where people kind of like, first people were like counting her out, like just, okay, she raps. She's good at rapping, but now people are like, they're paying attention more. They're listening to her rap. They're seeing what she does next, and I'm excited to see what she does next. Now, my final one goes to also the GOAT, Nicki Minaj. So honestly, not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan personally. It's like her music was never been for me, but I give credit where credit is due. One, because I think she hosted the shows, the MTV Awards this year, decided to bring out, all the people who paved the way for hip hop through her new songs. Again, she has, all I see is barbs on my Twitter feed talking about what Nicki Minaj, and I've been seeing that ever since she announced that she was going to release Pink Friday, that the barbs have been on my Twitter. I dislike the barbs. I don't dislike Nicki Minaj. I dislike the barbs. But I know they're going to kill me. I don't.
Careful.
Look, I didn't say my Twitter on there, so I'm good. But yeah, but her album, the album drop, Pink Friday, has probably been one of the better albums of this year. And I think she has delivered. I think she proved why she needs the 4th spot on the Mount Rushmore. And honestly, I had low expectations, but when I heard it all the way through, I was pleasantly surprised. So my artist of the year goes to Nicki Minaj. And I want to play one of her tracks. This one is called Barbie Dangerous.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Hey yo, Barbie dangerous. We bitches don't endanger us. You are over, you ain't in range of us. Cause I 1111 angel numbers. Flashing some Burberry rain boots. Looking like every designer fave muse. Front row next to the who's who. Trying to build another Barbie doll screws loose. Name a rapper that got channel Big Papa and push out Papa Big Horn Mother of the year. Every summer I come out to walk, bitches make them disappear. But to me it's just another year. She ain't got the kind of flair. Let me see what I'ma wear. They gon' copy, I'ma wear mine clear. Heavy on the arch. He was hitting from the back, then he asked was all this my hair. Yeah. Spit your game, pop your shit. Face on pretty, ass stay thick. Beef with who, she got the right one. All these rap bitches ain't got the like none. Kitty on fleek, I got the tight one. Pick one, taking, I got the white one. These rap bitches you like is my sons. Still gon' run this rap shit when I'm still sitting here. You got a lot to prove. Appreciating my solitude. Beef ain't my go-to, but I got bags of this bread if we buying food. And I'm still queening. Chanel bags, they still swinging. Old hits, they still swinging. They let it flow, they still streaming. But it's kill season. You apologize, but it's still treason. Got them steaming like dry cleaning. Move on my time and I ain't no demon. Hoes words ain't got no meaning. Queen of this rap shitty bohemian. They worst nightmare, they still dreaming. Bitches jacking, I'm still queen. And I'm still praying. You would too if you knew.
Don't expect me to wear pink anytime soon, though.
Hey, you said a lot of, you said a lot about Nicki.
Yeah, Nicki stan.
I'm gonna keep comments to myself though. All right, so my artist of the year, obviously I gotta go SZA. That was my number 1 R&B project. I had to go Doja, number 2, number 1 hip hop project. Rollout was crazy, killed everything. But my number 1 artist was an artist that didn't put out an R&B project or R&B album or a hip hop album this year. And that goes to Lil Yachty for my artist of the year 2023. Formerly a pariah in hip hop conversations, Yachty kicked off 2023 with an amazing alternative project in Let's Start Here that only increased his cult following. The leaks that followed gave Yachty what every artist strives for, a signature sound. The wobbly yodel we heard in Poland has become a mainstay for Yachty as he also delivered on his singles, his Tesla EP, helped executive produce Drake's For All the Dogs, and introduced his new collective Concrete to the world. Yachty is challenging the basics of what we know as rap, and he's winning. This is Lil Yachty, Tesla.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
I ain't going back and forth with that nigga. He ain't even made no millions. He keep on dropping a blunt. It's the real reason. back and forth, till it ain't even, till it ain't easy. Seek help immediately. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gas him up and get him killed. My bitch spoiled like the milk. He get tougher off a pill, he get pilled. Send the bitch home, acting goofy, my cup spilled. Bitch, you for real? Okay, go. Bitch, we the new Beatles. Shoot a film, regal. In the air, eagle. I don't want it if it's legal. Go back this Tesla. Go back that. Yeah, I just wanna taste you.
All right, yo. That's award season. We coming to the end of this pod, but I got one more question in regards to music for y'all. What artist do you want to drop the most in 2024?
Man, that's a stupid question for me, honestly.
You gonna say Wale?
Yeah, it's gonna be Wale.
Why Wale?
It gotta be Wale, man. He dropped his single Max Julian on some fly like DC shit. I think he's like a DC like pimp or something like that, or like drug dealer. I forgot when I Googled it. He's something like that. But you know, he reps DC like anytime he pops out. But yeah, I feel like he's been ducked off for a minute, and he's been finally doing what a lot of people wanted him to do years ago, which is like not be on Twitter, not be on socials, just kind of duck off and then come back and give us, you know, the music. So I'm kind of excited. This is the first time I really seen him do this before, where I actually don't know what he's been on. So yeah, that's what I'm excited for in 2024. You know, that's my favorite artist. So that's why I said it was a stupid question. But yeah, I like the Max Julian single.
Wale's criminally underrated too. Like I think I said I think I said this before, but every R&B project needs a Wale feature, because Wale on R&B features delivers every single time.
I agree.
Shout out Wale. What about you, Saraj? 2024. Who do you want to drop the most in 2024?
Right now, and this could change, but right now, I'm leaning towards, I need a Schoolboy Q project. I saw the preview of the song he did. Who is it? The new artist they have. I saw.
You talking about the DJ?
Yeah, the DJ, the new DJ.
Oh, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I've been to multiple of his shows. He was a mainstay at the what's the day party shit? Familiar Faces. Familiar Faces.
I put them together.
Yeah, Familiar Faces. But yeah.
So yeah, Schoolboy Q, Top. Can we please get a project next year?
Is it Cal Banks or no?
Yeah, Cal Banks.
Okay.
Shout out Cal Banks.
There we go, Cal Banks. But yes, we need a Schoolboy Q project. I think it's about time. Has it been 5 years yet? I think it's been 5 years
I think
plus.
It's been like 3.
So I know the whole like, TDE, the TDE waiting pattern, and everybody's like, they don't never drop. Can we please get a Schoolboy Q project this year? I'm waiting for it. I think we are ready for it. We need it.
Yeah, last project came out 2019. So it's been 3 years, about to be 4 next year. But yeah, I definitely would be down for a Schoolboy project. Some of the shit that I've heard is fire. Like, it goes crazy. The artist I want to drop the most in 2024 is Frank Ocean. Look, Kendrick finally came back after 5 years. SZA came back after 5 years. Frank, we're going on 7 years, about to be 8 years. Like, we need some new music. I know he's been previewing some shit recently, but I need a project. And I understand he's been going through it. And I'm never going to be the type to be like, nah, this artist has to drop because what the fuck? I'm a fan. Nah. They're still human beings at the end of the day. So if he never drops anything else for the rest of his life, it's cool. I'm glad that he provided or contributed to music what he's done so far. But I would love to hear Frank Ocean drop some new music. I understand why Rihanna doesn't drop no more. She a billionaire. I wouldn't either.
Billy.
Like, I would be like, fuck y'all, I'm starting a family. But Frank, you ain't got billions, my nigga. Please, drop some new music. But other than that, let's go into hot takes. Hot takes.
know, I think it makes sense for me to lead off this hot take. I cannot believe you just brought up Frank like that.
All right, go ahead.
That's where we going.
All right, go ahead.
We gonna stay right in there.
All right, now just to preface this, we can't say nothing to the person giving their hot take. Like, they gotta give it. We can't critique it. We can't rebuttal. We can't do nothing. We gotta just sit here and listen to the bullshit that they gotta spew.
Oh, it's not gonna be bullshit.
They never think it's bullshit, and then they start saying their hot take, and it be bullshit. So I just want to give people their space to get off whatever they want to get off without any fear that somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, you stupid as fuck for that." And with that being said, go ahead, man.
This nigga right here, man, creating a safe space. But I appreciate that. Yeah, with Frank Ocean, it's funny that you bring him up, and that's like who you want to drop. That's the whole theme of what I'm about to get into right here. But basically, oh yeah, so this is my hot take. So basically, with Frank Ocean, my issue is that y'all treat him like he's Jesus Christ, like he's the savior, like he can do no wrong. And then I think the craziest part about it too is like EJ just touched on when he was saying he wants him to drop because it's been 7 years or something like that. He hasn't dropped for 7 years. But then when he does pop out, he basically spits in y'all face because that Coachella performance was ass, quite frankly, bro. So it's like you compounding it on top of it. So you're not dropping music, and then when you do pop out, and you're supposed to be held to like this high caliber, this high tier, then it's just like, you just kind of just mailing it in. So that's my thing with him. He's dropped what? He dropped the album in 2011.
Classic.
He dropped one in 2012.
Classic.
And then he dropped one in 2016.
Classic.
Which is all true. They could all be classics. I'm not the biggest Frank fan. I've listened to certain projects. I've just never been able to vibe with it, and that's fine. But I'm not even like throwing my bias about liking the music or not. It's just more so about where y'all hold him in this high regard. Like, he can't be the GOAT. He can't be like exalted as Jesus Christ, and bro doesn't drop, bro. That's one album every like 4.5 years. Like, my nigga, I couldn't do math, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, so that's my hot take, man. Like, Frank Ocean should not be held in the esteem. He should not be held in the regard that he is. If he's going to drop this few times or this little, and then when he does pop out, his live performances are ass. And then I think he just dropped a single too, and I don't know. It sounded a little bit weird, and I saw some Frank fans like giving some pushback too, like it wasn't the greatest. So that's my hot take, which I don't even think is that crazy, but it's probably gonna be crazy to y'all because Frank can do no wrong, and Frank Jesus Christ, right? So we need to pray to Frank Ocean.
EJ look like he really want to say something right
crazy.
now.
He be spitting in your. How's that your favorite artist? He's spitting in y'all face, bro. Like, he don't even respect y'all like that for real. Shit crazy, bro. It couldn't be my favorite.
You sure you don't want to say that to EJ? You sure you want to let him get that off?
This is why I prefaced it with, you gotta let people have space for the bullshit. You know, you gotta let niggas get their bullshit takes off. But I'm gonna stick to the rules. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna spare him today. If he wants to bring it back up on guest choice, he could bring it back up on guest choice, and then we could really talk about it.
Yeah, I don't have that much energy for Frank. This is all I have.
You see?
I'm not gonna bring it back.
You see? They be running. They be running from the smoke.
It's not even running. That's all I got.
Smoke.
It's not even running from smoke.
Saraj, what's your hot take, man?
We here. Address it now. It's cool. We don't need the safe space label. Just address it right now, bro. It's cool.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm not much of
So
a
you
Frank,
agreeing with me?
I'm not much of a Frank Ocean fan. I've never seen the hype. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own.
I don't know anybody that calls him like Jesus Christ or compares him to Jesus Christ. I see more people dislike him.
The people that yelled at Drake on stage because Frank Ocean didn't come out.
That shit was fucking crazy.
I don't think
That's fucking crazy.
I don't think that's a representative of the artist though. Like you can't hate an artist because of what their fans do, right? And all he is being an artist. Like he's a recluse. That's who he is in his nature. He had people pass away and then he ducked off, like any of us would do, right? Motherfuckers begged him to come back. You didn't like what he did when he came back, and so you ducked off again. He's just being a regular human being, bro. Like, why can't you let artists be human beings? Why do they have to serve the fan? That would be my question.
No, artists can be human beings, and I'm not saying that he has to serve the fan, but I just think that he doesn't really respect y'all. And the Coachella, that was the height of it to me, bro. Like, why are you doing Coachella after all these years just not doing anything? People are so excited, paying all this bread, spending all this bread to come out and see you, and you just come out and you just pretty much just mail it in, bro.
My question is, can you respect someone you've never met?
I think, you definitely can. I haven't met most people that I respect, I would say. Yeah.
No, can you respect someone you've never met?
Why not? I never met Kobe.
Is respect not?
God rest his soul, but
I thought respect is earned, not given. How am I supposed to say, oh, I respect that? No, that person is cool. Like, I fuck with like what they show to the world. I don't know that person, right? Kendrick's my favorite artist. I can't say I respect him as a person. I don't know that nigga. Why would I ever go and be like, oh yeah, and big him up, put him on pedestal? Why would artists put fans on pedestal that they don't know? There's no face, there's no name, it's just numbers. I think that's an impossible task. So a lot of times you see the Franks, you see the Doja Cats, they come out, they let you know like, hey, I don't know y'all, bro. I'm just being me. And you're having these huge reactions to me just being me, right? What if that Frank performance, I don't know if you guys have seen other Frank performances. That's the type of shit that nigga does during performances. It's very laid back, it's stripped back. It's just him singing. But because he's gone to such a level that people will expect pop star-like things from a nigga who's not a pop star, you feel me? I find it kind of like, just let artists be an artist.
No, I actually agree with what you're saying, but I was talking about his fans and where they put him.
Well, like when you watch this back, it's gonna sound like you came for Frank Ocean. I'm gonna be honest. I
said his fans treat him like he's Jesus Christ and he could do no wrong. That's a fact, bro. I be seeing it. The I don't even know, like the narrative around him and just the energy around him. Any conversation that's brought up with Frank is that everything that he does is perfect. Like they don't even address. They act like some of these things don't even exist. Like he hasn't dropped his. I don't know, man. That's just my thing. It's more so his fans, bro. I'm more so talking about his fans. I'm like, as an artist, I can never personally come at an artist. It's never on that level. Like, I don't know Frank. You're correct. I don't know any of these artists really, but it just, when certain people, and that's like when we talk about Andre 3000 too, it's kind of the same thing where it's like, you haven't dropped a solo. You haven't dropped a solo.
He has. All right, he gonna activate me, bro. The Love Below is a solo project.
That's a double disc, bro.
No.
Do it on your own, bro.
Wait.
If you're supposed to be a GOAT, then show us you a GOAT then.
20 plus songs on his own.
Like, yeah, Drake is a GOAT, bro. Because he's consistent. He give us consistent hits.
Are we playing, bro? Ain't no way.
Even Kendrick, bro, is more. Even there's lapses in between when he drops too. But every time he does drop, it's a classic, bro. But like, bro, 7 years is crazy, dog. And Kendrick's performance, he knocks that shit out the park. Well, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be held to a certain, I'm not saying Frank Ocean isn't great, but y'all hold him to a stature and a pedestal where I don't think he deserves that or belongs there. He hasn't put in the work. He hasn't been consistent enough. He just hasn't. Y'all fans is delusional. Frank Ocean fans is delusional.
Wait, how many albums?
3 stacks ago.
I was like, how many albums does Frank Ocean have?
He has 3 classics. Like, it's crazy. All right, whatever. There's not a lot of people that can say they have 3 classics. He dropped 3 classics in a row.
I might give a slight nod to that because I think the music rate has been so fast we forget that like Frank Ocean has been out for 10 plus years, where most artists don't
last that long. So yeah, I think it's safe to say, like, because a lot of people have their stands. Frank Ocean has his stands, of course. And if he's delivered, like I said, I'm not into Frank Ocean's music that much. I can understand why people are, because I do hear certain like songs. Like me is always how the people react. If I see people singing songs word for word and they love the music, they're dancing, they're bopping, they're vibing to it, even if it's not for me, I'm going to be like, okay, maybe there's something to it. So, but his fans do treat him like Jesus Christ. That's where I do agree with Henry. It's like his fans do love him. I don't understand where it's from, but maybe it's not for me to understand. This is the last thing I'm going to say on this topic. I think it also speaks to the era that we're in when it comes to like the streaming era, where we're so used to things coming so quickly that we forget about artists like D'Angelo. Frank Ocean and D'Angelo have very comparable careers. Like, drop a project, disappear. Drop another project. D'Angelo went over 10 years without dropping another project. Came back, that shit was hard as hell, disappeared again. But it's D'Angelo. You can't say nothing bad about D'Angelo. Like, D'Angelo is that nigga. And so I would say Frank Ocean falls within that cusp where it's all like, he's not in the entertainment industry per se. He makes music. His music is in the entertainment industry, but he himself is not. And so we can't discredit him just for like taking that step back, because we see so many people who decide to be in the entertainment industry and that ruins them as a person. It ruins their soul type shit. So how am I going to be mad at a nigga who decides he doesn't want a part of it?
I guess that's fine, but his fans, they need a reality check. Like, they on some Charles Manson. I don't know if they like sipping on some Kool-Aid or some shit. I don't know what he put in his music that puts y'all in a trance to where y'all are not seeing some of this shit. It's like, I don't know, man.
See, I was gonna say I'm not. I guess the reason, like, I'm not.
It's his fans.
It's the
He's
fans.
very good, bro. And I don't even really like his music particularly like that, but I can still say objectively he's actually very good.
See, that's how I feel about the Barbs and Kanye West fans. Kanye West stands, Barbs, and recently J. Cole stands been getting on my nerves. But Frank Ocean, gets some. Like, probably I don't really interact with his fans that much, so that's why I'm like, I can deal with you.
Hot take?
My hot take. So this one, the first statement is not a hot take, but the second one might be a hot take. So first one is, my first statement is hip hop is dying. I know we just came off celebrating 50 years, but to me, this has been the year of mid for hip hop. Even coming up with like the hip hop artists, I felt like I was pulling at scraps. Like, even some will argue Drake didn't, but Drake did drop a mid album. Even like a lot of the artists today have dropped trash to mid. There's nothing that really sustains the culture of hip hop anymore. And the hot take that is really, I think, the solution, I think 50% of the rappers need to go. Like, I think.
What you mean by that, though?
Well, I think the number one problem with hip hop is it's oversaturated. Way too many rappers, way too much music coming out. Honestly, and I love short and sweet albums now. So when I see an album that's over 20 songs, my eyes start to twitch. Mostly because I'm a DJ, that means I have to listen to all of this to figure out which is the hot song. So that might be more personal. But even then, I see like just the reception. Like, a lot of those songs be filler. A lot of those songs don't mean anything. There's no like quality control to be like, okay, this song is good. This song is, take it out. I know you like it, but take out this song. It doesn't really mean anything. But like I said, my solution is 50% of the rappers just need to go. I think it will solve a lot of the. It will, like, actually, I think not 50%, just like the cream of the, like, it just needs to be a battle. The people who love hip hop versus the people who are doing it for the bag. And I know a lot of the arguments like, oh, don't get mad at the people doing it for the bag. They're just trying to feed their family. I'm like, well, that's going to affect the genre, the culture of hip hop. And it has, as you see, like a lot of the sounds, if you compare, like, listen to hip hop as far as now, and I think like the best hip hop music was in the 2000s. That's a different argument. But if you compare it to like 2000s.
Wait.
Yes.
I have to give pushback.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. The best hip hop music was in the 2000s?
Yes. Yes.
What?
I thought y'all were.
But he's a DJ though, so I'm actually starting to.
I'm not even gonna let him get that off because 2000s are notorious for being like the worst era for hip hop. That was the ringtone generation, bro.
You talking about one person?
No, that whole generation.
You talking about Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy started it, right? But
think about it. Think about who you had in the 2000s. Think about Kanye. Think about Lil Wayne. Think about T.I. Think about DMX. Think about all the GOATs.
DMX is 90s.
Even the Dirty South, like with all the crunk music.
Okay,
like
right.
Lil Jon and all that.
Okay, you saying DMX was also 2000s. All those people you named are really 2010s, right? Except for Fifth, because Fifth stopped making music. But like all the,
I mean, they made music that transferred, but like their big era was in the 2000s, not the 2010s. If you're talking about 2010s, we're still talking about Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. That's the face of the 2010s. Like Kanye is not the face of the 2010s. He's the face of like the 2000s. But like he has good music, some of his best music in the 2010s. But
he has more projects in 2010s than he does in the 2000s. Kanye has more projects in the. What did I say?
But he started his career. What
are we talking about?
Okay, but he also dropped Yeezus in the 2010s.
If we were to make a list of the top 20 artists from the 2000s and the top 20 artists from either the 90s or the 2010s, and then rank that list, the 2000s are coming in last.
No, they're not.
Yes,
no, they're not.
They're coming in last.
That's big.
Because there's no way they're going to beat out the 90s. There's no way they're going to beat out the 90s.
Right now, top 5. Do the top.
No, I said list of top 20 artists, because that's really what it takes. You can't just take top 5. That's surface level. When you get to the top 20 artists of each of those decades, that's when you get into, it was more than just these niggas carrying the genre. They had motherfuckers like deep in there. Like Mac Miller would be like on my 15th slot.
I know you didn't say Mac Miller. I know. Look,
R.I.P. Mac Miller, but greatest white rapper of all time, Mac Miller.
Drake.
But does he?
Mac Miller.
But he doesn't even. People only say that because he died. Now that's another high take.
I was saying it before he passed away. Like
Mac Miller doesn't. That nigga. Mac Miller doesn't outsell Eminem in no sort of capacity.
Who cares about selling? What does the music sound? You just talked about niggas who's doing it for money versus niggas who actually like.
That's not the same comparison. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not the same. No, I'm saying.
He's talking about who's outselling who.
But you're saying okay. No. Let's break down your argument.
He did say something similar to that.
Yeah, no. Let's break down your argument. Me saying that Eminem has sold more than Mac Miller is not to saying that Eminem. Like you're basically saying that I'm saying Eminem is doing it for the bag. No, I'm saying more people like Eminem's music more than they like Mac Miller's. Eminem, as much as people don't want to say,
what those people look like.
Hold on a second. Even though people will say
they don't look like me.
Even though people will say they don't like Eminem, Eminem has changed the game more than Mac Miller, and this is not even arguably has changed the game more than Mac Miller by miles. So like I said, people don't like the white boy, but because of course Mac Miller is a white boy too. But Eminem, without Eminem, do you get 50 Cent?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
50 was already bubbling.
50 Cent will say that.
Because they cool. You gotta understand when niggas are cool with each other.
I like how you put words in 50s, but like, no, I know what you really mean to say. Like, no, this is what 50 Cent said.
It's obvious because you can say you don't get Fifth without Dr. Dre. You could say that. The same way that the moment that Eminem stopped making music with Dr. Dre, what happened? What happened to his music? This isn't rhetorical. I just want to ask, what happened? No one has a response. The music became shit. The music was trash. The music was trash. But if you say no Fifth without Dr. Dre, I'm with you. Yeah. Dr. Dre was that nigga. But Fifth was still gonna be Fifth without Eminem. Like his style didn't come from Eminem. Eminem might have helped produce like one song. Ever since then, it was Fifth, Dre, and then Fifth took off, and then Fifth put other niggas on. Eminem was not a mainstay in Fifth's career. So you can't say, oh, we won't get Fifth without Eminem. Fifth from New York. Niggas was gonna put him on.
Do you realize how many people were beefing with 50 Cent at the time of his?
You think they were scared because of M?
No, I'm saying, think about Eminem introduced him to Dr. Dre. 50 Cent will say this himself. So why, like,
that is a fact.
Like, you're disagreeing with the man who said it himself.
That is a fact.
Are we talking about introductions or are we talking about music influences?
That's the point. You can't get to Dr. Dre without. No, we're not talking about influence.
I thought we were talking about the music.
There's a lot of things being talked about.
Okay,
I don't even know anymore.
Let's stay on the main point because we jumped it. 2000s, best era of hip hop. I'm staying on that. Actually, I'm not even going to say personally. That's what I feel. That's what I think.
And I actually understand why you're saying that too, because I know because you have the DJ ear. So a lot of the music in that era with the Dirty South, like crunk music, with the snap music, all that shit, it got people moving in the clubs, bro. It was easy. In that era, it was easy. Niggas was actually dancing, bro. Now everybody just stand. If you playing hip hop today, today's hip hop music, no throwbacks, no 90s, no nothing, no 2000s. You just play today's music. Nobody's dancing to that shit. So that's why I understand where he's coming from when he says that.
This is where this is how I don't understand, because the artists he named don't make music that gets you moving in the club.
Well, you're talking 50, to a DJ.
50 don't.
You're talking to a DJ. You a damn lie.
You said 50.
You said dancing. You said dancing.
Jay-Z.
Fifth gonna make you dance?
I just heard Kanye. I just heard All Falls Down in the club yesterday. I just heard
that's gonna make you dance. What are we talking about?
You picking that straws down. You picking that straws. You picking that straws down.
I'm legit responding to what he just said.
That's just what I thought. I don't know if he agrees with my opinion.
I think you thinking like break dancing. Like no, people sway side to side. If people are dancing side to side, the All Falls Down in the club yesterday.
I know that came from the 2000s.
Maybe it's just the artist you're picking, because I'm thinking like Nelly, Lil Jon,
too, Ludacris.
You know what I mean? Like all that type of shit. That's what I'm saying. That 2000 music was crazy, bro.
We gotta do a list. Artists that their first project came out in the 2000s, artists whose first project came out in the 90s, artists whose first project came out in the 2010s. We're gonna do this for next season, right? And then we're gonna come here and we're gonna argue this shit. Like for real.
This took away from my main hot take, but now we got it.
Because you said a crazy hot take in the middle of the hot take.
And I had like 3 hot takes.
I was on y'all's collar.
I had 3 hot takes.
I want to be real clear here. The 90s is the golden era. That's it for me. Like,
I think the 90s is the golden era for R&B. 90s is the golden era for R&B.
You can have
2000s is the golden era for hip hop.
You can have 90s, 2000s, 2010s.
I already knew you were going 2010s.
And I'm gonna bury these niggas, bro. Because niggas don't understand how much came out in the 2010s.
EJ not gonna bitch that he lost the verses to me already. So
what verses?
Nicki Minaj and Future. Guess who had Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, in a room full of women. I lost by 1 point. You had Meg Thee Stallion. I had Lil Baby. You got smoked.
No, I didn't. I lost by 1.
You lost by 2. You lost by 2. I even gave you a bonus round.
And Nicki Minaj and Future
to give you a chance.
And Nicki Minaj and Future
to come back. And we're supposed to have a third one.
Nicki Minaj and Future. You lost in a room full of every.
We were supposed to have a third versus to break the tie, and this nigga ran for 2 years.
What was the third versus?
I was gonna be Fifth. You were gonna be Ross. This nigga ran. I asked multiple times. I was like, "Hey, when you want to do it? What? Like, I'm ready. I got my list. I'm ready. I'm finna smoke. I'm finna smoke.
Pull up the receipts.
I'm finna smoke you. I was ready. It never happened.
I don't think it was 50 Cent and Ross.
It was 50 and Ross. It was 50
Wait,
and
who
Ross.
did I have? Who did I have?
You had Ross. I had 50.
There's no way I would have Ross. That's cap. I know 50 Cent.
You were hyped about it.
No, because
that's why he was running. That's why you ran.
That's a weird matchup, though.
That is not true.
50 and Ross?
They got beef. Is it a weird matchup? They got beef right now.
EJ begging shit up on this pod.
I would never.
I would pick 50 Cent all the time. I would pick 50 Cent.
I would never.
You know, I just argued that 2000s is better than 2010. So why would I choose Ross?
I don't know what type of time you was on, bro.
He gonna pull up the receipts. That's why I seen him. I seen Chief look at his phone earlier. I was like,
I wasn't pulling him up, but
I could tell you wanted to though.
I was waiting for him to pull it up too. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pull up.
crying.
I have to go back. So
yeah, you gotta go back. No.
No. Screenshot. There's gonna be a screenshot right here, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Here.
I forgot what your whole hot take was, man.
No, I had like 3 hot takes within one. I can't even go. Anyway, first hot take was 50% of the rappers need to go. I think they need to battle it out for supremacy. If you lose, you're out.
Single elimination?
Yeah, single elimination.
The first hot take was hip hop's dying.
Yeah, hip hop's dying.
And then the third one, 2000s rap is
2000s rap is better. I'm not. I guess we're gonna have to have that argument another time, followed by a versus battle.
The third one, that's a good hot take, though. That's a good hot take.
Hot take. Rap shit. Issa Rae's new show on HBO will go down as a better show than Insecure. I just finished watching season 2. That last monologue by Duke, aka Chastity, I had to look up the actress' name. Jonica Booth went crazy. It was a full season leading up to this single monologue at the very end. Shout out to the showrunner, Sarita Singleton. Shout out to Issa Rae. And shout out to all the actresses on rap shit. But again, my hot take is rap shit will go down as a better show all time.
Yeah, I saw you tweet that last
Insecure.
night. I saw that. Now I got to tap in because I haven't watched rap shit. But
The first
seems
season,
interesting.
The first season was cool. It was alright. I was just like, okay, this is interesting. The second season, that's when shit gets real.
Okay.
And I could tell they're gearing up for it.
See, I found it. I found what EJ's talking about, but he thinks it was me. He was talking about James.
No, me and James was gonna be
No, I'm looking at it right now.
No,
EJ.
He got the receipts.
I'm
Come
looking
on,
at it right now,
Saraj.
EJ.
No, that's
Come
me
on,
versus you.
Saraj.
Faith and Ross was me versus you.
No, why is James responding to you?
Because it was a group chat. The three of us were in a group chat.
I'm looking at it right now, EJ.
I'll call James right now. For James, he had
no, I do remember this conversation, but it was with James.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. The three of us were in the group chat. James had Snoop Dogg, and I had Andre 3000. I had 50 Cent. You had Rick Ross. The three of us were in the group chat.
I'm looking at the receipts right now.
Snoop versus Andre 3000?
Yes.
What the hell is going on?
Look, no, because you and James had it out a lot of battles.
It's so easy just to call somebody, bro. We gonna call James and sell this real quick. This is all the receipts I need, bro.
No, you don't.
Hey, yo,
look at this.
The homie James. I'm gonna block out your government. You on the podcast right now, bro?
What up? What up, though?
You gotta talking to the mic.
What up, though, James? What up? It's your boy Henndawg.
What up?
All right, man. I'm here with Henndawg. I'm here with DJ Saraj. We're in a heated argument right now because Najati got bad memory, bro.
I'm looking at. I pulled up text messages. I pulled up text message.
Our Clubhouse versus.
Yeah, the Jay-Z versus Drake one.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the one me and you were supposed to do that we never did?
No, wait. We were going to do another one.
Yeah. It didn't come to fruition.
What was it?
I'll tell you who I had. Let's see if you remember who you had. I had 3 stacks.
Oh, this sounds familiar, but for the life of me, I don't remember, bro. Who do I have?
Snoop Dogg. Does that?
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All right.
About it.
Do you ever remember me and you supposed to do 50 and Rick Ross?
I don't remember that. No.
Do you remember me and Najati supposed to do 50 and Rick Ross?
Were you? I really don't remember.
Exactly. That's what
I'm looking at the receipts, though. It doesn't really seem like Najati said 50 versus Ross. It was more so EJ. I don't see where
exactly.
He didn't confirm.
He making it up.
I'm not making shit up.
He's having a battle with him and himself right now.
Saraj never confirmed.
Look, listen.
You asked the question, but Saraj never said anything, so I don't know.
To be fair, I barely even remember our own versus, so I'm definitely not gonna remember other people's. You know what I mean? So it could have happened. I just don't remember that shit. You know?
All right, no worries, man. Appreciate you picking up though.
Yeah, bro. Y'all be cool.
Wait, but before you go, you got a favorite hip hop project of 2023?
Did Yachty shit come out? Did that Yachty shit come out?
It's not hip hop though. That's alternative.
You put me on the spot, bro. I feel like it's been a trash year. I feel like it's been a
That's exactly what I said.
And that's been the overarching theme of the episode.
That's exactly what I said.
I agree.
Yeah. Maybe next year will be better, but there's nothing that stood out. I'm like, oh yeah, I probably haven't listened to some, but I couldn't tell you.
No worries, man.
I like songs here and there, not like this whole year. It hasn't been one project that's dominated. For real. I fuck that Drake shit. That
For All the Dogs.
Yeah, For All the Dogs is smooth.
Yeah.
I bet.
Wait, can I just to end this? Can I read this text message out loud right now?
I'm going to read it.
I'll go read it. I'll go read it because you call. Okay.
I hope you have a good Saturday, bro.
Niggas is petty.
I'm just saying I have to read this, Henry, and tell me this guy is not exactly what I'm talking about.
We spending too much time. I'm gonna post a screenshot on the video, but we're spending too much time on this. But last but not least, after the hot takes, is guest choice.
Oh, it was James, bro.
I'll leave you.
All right.
Sorry.
Y'all fucking up my edits. All right. Guest choice. Any topic that the guests want to talk about. Y'all got anything?
I got something.
Okay, go ahead.
Since we on the West Coast, let's talk about West Coast music real quick. So this is initially going to be one of my hot takes, but I switched it up last minute. So I don't know if y'all know DJ Charlie Cinco. He's from the IE. So he's been getting a lot of buzz because he's been posting a lot of new up and coming West Coast music. Okay. So a lot of the West Coast artists appreciate that. You can see him comment under the channel like, "Hey, just thank you, for posting posting my shit, all that stuff." I think it was him. I think it was him. But he brought up how I think he traveled out of town and how he noticed that none of the clubs play West Coast music, right? And that started a big debate, I believe, on Twitter.
He said when he's not on the West Coast?
Yeah, they don't touch West Coast music at all. So as someone who lived in North Carolina and also I also lived in North Carolina, went out, saw the same thing. The only thing they played was Don't Tell 'Em by YG and maybe Ain't No Fun by Snoop Dogg. But also when I travel, when I go outside, also they don't touch West Coast music at all. Basically, New York, they don't touch West Coast music. I also did a versus East Coast versus West Coast, and I played Too Short. I played Too Short, and they didn't know who Too Short was. So yeah, they didn't know who Too Short was, and so yeah, they were like, "Oh, West Coast music must suck." But I think the thing people forget is one, as much as hip hop is worldwide, hip hop is still regional most of the time. So New York is only really going to only play New York. Down south, when I was in Atlanta, the only thing I heard was Lil Baby and Future. And of course, West Coast, we have our own shit. So the only time they'll play something different is only when it's a hit. Even out here, we don't play that much East Coast music. We might play Cardi. We might play, we're definitely going to play Pop Smoke. But if you ask me what about local NY artists? No, that doesn't really get, 22 G's doesn't really get played out here, out in clubs. So I think I know a lot of people are arguing, oh, West Coast music must suck. I'll be like, don't take it. I'll be my thing would be don't take it to heart. Hip hop is still regional. So it takes a lot for a lot of people's songs to get played in other places.
Let me try and
go ahead.
Fold this in together.
More concise.
Make it concise. So you're saying that hip hop by nature is regional. And that so when you're in the West Coast, you're only going to really hear West Coast shit. When you're on the East Coast, you're only going to hear East Coast shit. When you're in the South, you're only going to hear South shit. And you're not going to hear local artists from other regions.
Yep.
All right. So this is what I'll say. I think the only place that you would actually hear local artists is in the South. Because they really be on their shit. That's part of their promotional run. They'll go to clubs they'll pay DJs, be like, hey, yo, play this shit. They'll go to strip clubs. Hey, yo, play this shit. I don't think you're hearing local artists in West Coast clubs if they're probably either already signed or they already got a hair on their hands by the time you hear them in clubs. I don't know New York like that to speak on it, but from what I hear, it's essentially the same shit. I think in terms to California and West Coast. I think California is unique in nature because you have people from the South in California. You have people from the East Coast in California. So what you end up having, especially out here in LA, you'll have clubs that are specifically, hey, we're playing South shit tonight. A lot of Southern shit, a lot of Atlanta shit, a lot of Houston shit. Hot water cornbread type shit.
Exactly.
You will have like certain like DJs come in, like Jay Murphy. You were there actually. The Anne Friends shit.
Okay, yeah.
What was he playing? He played
a lot of Southern shit.
And then he went to his Hove bag.
He did get into the East Coast shit.
He got into some East Coast Hove, Biggie type shit.
Yeah.
California is unique in where you have so many people from so many different places.
Transplants.
You're gonna hear everything, bro. But in terms
especially
of
LA,
not a lot of people are moving from California to the South. There's more now, but in terms of like, hey, you could go outside and you're gonna meet hella Southern people. You're not gonna go outside in the South and meet hella California people. That's not what's gonna happen. So that's my opinion on that take.
And also to throw in another slight hot take, I think it's like a lot of people are getting on, the rappers need to make better music. But honestly, I think it's the producers that make a region hot. Not so much because rappers are supposed to be like when they rap on beats, you're not only supposed to rap on the West Coast beat, you also be able to rap on the East Coast, down South. You're supposed to be able to do the sound of a region comes from from the producer. Think about when Mustard was hot. Everybody was playing DJ. It doesn't matter if you were South on the East Coast. Everybody was playing DJ Mustard and it sounded like California.
I think stereotypical sounds for regions were laid down in the 90s. So when you hear like a DJ Mustard come out, he's taking those like similar sounds and adding some 808s to it, but they're already like, okay, yeah, there's some West Coast shit. Like you could already hear in the synths, you could already hear in the bass lines. Same thing with like Southern Trap. Like that was laid down probably like later 90s, like early 2000s. That's when trap really became a thing with T.I. and shit and Jeezy and Gucci and shit like that. Those like have already been established. So they're just revolutionizing the trap sound, but it's already something that we know about. So we hear it and we're like, oh yeah, that's South. So I wouldn't say the producers are the ones that make a region hot. I do think it's still the artist. And I forgot if it was with you or who I was talking to this about, but if you list out the top artists from any region, or just like the hottest or the best, if you list out the best rappers and then put like the region they're from, you're gonna get more California people than anything in your top 10.
I didn't follow what you were saying right there.
All right.
So if you list out,
let's say I just listed out like, top rappers: Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Doja, Tyler.
Yeah.
Already 3 out of those top 5 are where?
From
California.
Yeah,
so
it's Cali.
I think you get a lot of push. Like I said, like we're saying that because we love Tyler and Doja out here. If you go down the South, they're gonna say Future, Lil Baby, Future again, Lil Wayne. Like they're gonna say something.
I think Doja's national.
Doja is national. Like Doja, like that's what I'm saying. Like Doja is national for people who don't really be into hip hop like that.
I feel like Doja is so national, she's pop, which is why her project was so off-putting at first to her actual fan base, because they were all like, oh shit, like we here for the Kiss Me More shit. Like this is like rap. You feel me? I think Doja in a different stratosphere. Like she could stand next to SZA type shit.
She still did a lot of like poppy type shit on Scarlet though. So
a majority was
kind of found the balance.
Was rap though.
I mean, the people I feel like the people who argue which region is the best is not going to consider Doja in those arguments
because they don't even realize she's from LA. That's how national Doja is. A lot of people don't know that she's from LA.
And they just gonna write Tyler off of him just being he's just weird in general. So they're just gonna write him off, quite frankly.
He's 2 for 2 on last 2.
He's nice as fuck.
Last 2 Grammy
I'm
wins.
saying he's nice as fuck. I'm just saying in general, people are just gonna write him off.
But I'm naming artists you can't write off. Like when Tyler drops, he wins Grammys. So
if you're
so
not
now
in
you
Cali, they're not bringing up Tyler the Creator, bro. I promise you.
I think more people that one of the homegirls that I used to work with, she was on this shit. Shout out to Kiara. She from Florida. Some of her favorite artists, Tyler the Creator, Vince Staples type shit. And she was like, yeah, y'all get played just not in the clubs, but like on some regular, like we just driving around, like listening and shit. Like y'all are the shit that we go to type shit. So I think it's just the difference between club culture and what can you just play whenever. I think Cali's just gonna have you could play our shit whenever type shit.
That work. I ain't mad at it.
That's my opinion.
I ain't mad.
Oh no, we can we move on. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as far as like West Coast music getting played, I was just like, don't take it too much to heart. Like it's still regional, like a lot. You know, still.
And I think there's just always an overarching East Coast bias in hip hop. Like it's just like, and the South is close in proximity, so then I feel like they fall into that second category. But it's like the West is always put last. Like they don't be highlighting a lot of our legends. Like Ice-T don't be getting respect put on his name. Like Cube sometimes doesn't. They be playing with him like he's funny. Like Snoop sometimes too, especially because he on his entertainer shit. Like
who plays with Snoop?
I feel like they be playing with Snoop though sometimes. Like because now he's an entertainer and he be like, bro, like
for real, bro.
Nigga,
they do.
Like,
I need to see it. The Snoop and Cube hate I haven't really seen.
It's just the East Coast. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because Snoop and Cube be making like the East Coasters lists. Like they one of the few. Them and Pac are like the three only West Coasters that make the list. I think now Kendrick,
like they don't know who
Kendrick
Too Short is out there. Like that's fucking crazy, bro. The amount of hits he got that play out in the club too.
I feel like there's gonna be some East Coasters that watch EJ's podcast. Like, what the heck? What do you mean we don't know who Too Short?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
hope that's not a thing, bro.
No, they didn't know who. They didn't. When I played "Tell Me When to Go," they're like, "Wait, what is this?" I was like,
that's crazy.
Y'all kidding me?
That's crazy.
I could see why Too Short and E40 wouldn't be household names like on the West Coast or I mean on the East Coast, but they probably like if you actually like if you brought them outside and you threw on like certain Too Short songs like what's my favorite word, they gonna be in the crowd saying
that one.
Bitch, like
they know that
they might not know the name, but they're gonna know the song type shit. You feel me?
I remember I played "Shake That Monkey." They're like, yeah, you don't really hear that out here. Like, so that's why I'm saying like it's a different culture. I can't knock it. It's just like I know people are going to play kind of what they know and what they're used to.
Like this, but I think that I know for a fact there's Southern shit that I'm not gonna know if you like bring it up, and I'm like, I don't know that shit.
That's fair. But I think specifically with the East Coast, we be knowing a lot of and I know that's where hip hop, of course, originated from. But we be knowing a lot of the deeper cuts there. But it's like just because it originated from there, that doesn't mean that there aren't other legends and other people of equal status in the West Coast, like making those same waves. So it's just sometimes the bias, sometimes it could just irritate me a little bit. It's like, I guess similar to the Frank Ocean conversation. Like sometimes like New York, like East Coast, like your shit can stink too. Like I know it's the Mecca and all that, but y'all have been, I don't know, y'all starting to come back up now, but it was a little quiet the past 5-10 years. So,
I already know when we do this list shit for like the different eras, there's gonna be hella New Yorkers on your list because you chose 90s. And there's gonna be hella Southern artists on your list because you chose 2000s. And I'm gonna have hella West Coast people in the 2010s. It was only recently that maybe this is what we argued on. I said it was recently that Atlanta took back over, like within the last like 5-6 years. But in the beginning of the 2010s, like it's definitely LA.
But the South got something to say though.
They always do. They always do. And I will say I don't
feel like they had a run in the 2000s too. Luda, Nelly. That's what I said. T.I. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I said his is gonna be. Any other guest choice topics? We got time.
Man, so I had a one just regarding OnlyFans, essentially. Actually, OnlyFans, and then just like IG.
Shout out to all the sex workers.
Shout out to them. They getting brought up a lot this episode.
It's that real life shit.
It's some real life shit, and that's what's going on today. So, just with like all the IG baddies, the TikTok baddies, you know, you scroll on the lives, you just see everybody just in lingerie and shit, just pretty much just engaging with fans like that. But my take pretty much was just like, I feel like the quote unquote bad bitch has been like, and I don't like calling women bitches, but it's like, I'm just trying to use that term just so then everybody understands. But the quote unquote bad bitch has been diminished, like the value of that, like today versus like maybe like in the early 2000s. And what I mean by that is in the early 2000s, there was probably like maybe like 3 tiers of like baddies. Like there's like the S tier, like the video vixens. Then there's the ones that are like, I don't know, the college baddies, the local ones. And then maybe there was just, just regular ones, where I feel like now today there's damn near like 10 tiers. And I feel like a lot of times because we are being oversaturated, that's another commonality in all these conversations we're coming up with today, but there's an oversaturation of the baddies online. And so we're scrolling and we're just seeing all these women that are obviously beautiful. They're gorgeous, but because we see so much of it, when we see them in person, I'm gonna just speak for myself personally. Sometimes I'll see a girl and I'll just be like, oh yeah, like she cool. But it's like in my head, I'm like, I just saw one on IG or like whatever on TikTok that was like 10 times as bad. So it's like the oversaturation. And maybe it's just like,
maybe that goes person to person. If I see a bad bitch in public, she a bad bitch. It don't matter. Like if
I feel like before it wouldn't even be a comparison.
I don't even compare.
Crazy.
I don't even compare them now. Like if I meet you in person, like I'm not even thinking about who I just saw like on my phone, like just scrolling. Like that like takes up 0.00001% of my brain capacity. It's just someone I don't know, might never meet, this and that. I might double tap real quick and I'm gonna forget I double tapped it type shit. But if I meet you in person and you're hella attractive, even if you're not as attractive as the person I double tapped that I don't recall, shout out to J. Cole, there's always gonna be a bitch that's better than yours. Like I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna be focusing on the one I see that's in front of my face. And niggas know me, especially if we at a house party. I'm gonna make my presence known. I'm gonna say what's up. I'm gonna say what I need to say, this and that, and then I'm gonna add her to the collection of people I have on social media, and hopefully I can link up with her again. But I don't know.
It probably goes a little bit deeper too, even with the BBLs and everything. But what I'm just trying to say is like, now the game is like, it's like so messed up. When it's like before, I didn't even question it. But in my head now, if somebody points a girl out and like, oh damn, like she's bad. And I'll look at her and be like, yeah, like she cool, but I seen one that was way better than down. Like she's whatever, I don't know. And before I didn't used to say that.
I thought you were going to go a different direction. I thought you were going to say like, there's women out here calling themselves bad bitches that ain't bad bitches.
There's always that though. That's always present though.
You're kind of just saying like bad bitches aren't in short supply, and the social media is kind of like, or like helped us realize like there's just.
I feel like before
everywhere.
Maybe there was 3 tiers to it. Now there's like 10.
I love that.
There's a lot more channels of bad bitches.
I love the era that we're in with the overflow of bad bitches and the
surplus
and the fact that
saying more, it's just more for me
and the fact that they're more accessible now more than ever.
Yes,
it's a lovely time. I don't know what this nigga talking about. I love y'all.
I never said it was a problem. I'm just saying
I Ehizoje love you.
Some of the ones y'all saying is bad is not as bad as they. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's oversaturation.
Henndawg
That's all it is.
Hates y'all.
I love y'all.
Henndawg does not approve of sex work. I don't even know why he brought up OnlyFans.
Salute to all the OnlyFans workers.
Can't believe that. Can't believe he said that.
I started off the pod saying Lena, she at least she went number 1. If you're gonna do it, go number 1.
You hear this, man?
I started. That's on wax. That's on wax, nigga.
Now he's walking.
He's trying to defame my name, bro.
He's going Mike Jack on us moonwalking.
You can roll the tape back. I said it.
I think he's just saying there's too many bad bitches, which kind of does sound crazy when you think about it.
It's true though.
How's it too?
Because of the BBLs and everything, like it's actually it's diminished the value of them to me. Like the ones that was actually naturally like that.
So now
before,
you're saying the bad ones ain't really bad.
Y'all's value has
the bad ones ain't really that bad.
On me.
I think I've said too much. I'm gonna say less.
Because now we getting into
some tricky territory.
Yeah, so
we can talk about it.
No.
You just said we have time.
It's cool. I've said too much.
Henndawg said there's too many bad bitches. Put it on the screen. All right. Any other guest choice?
No, that was all I had, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Y'all didn't want to talk about most improved?
I was going to say, well, just keep it like brief. I was going to say Lil Yachty, but y'all kind of already spoke on Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty was also my most improved. So it's good I cut it out.
So exactly. Good job, Chief.
Shout out Lil Yachty, most improved. But with that being said, we talked about a lot. We recapped a lot. You know, emotions went up a lot.
It was heated.
But we're going to go into Pass the Aux. We're going to start off with DJ Saraj. Go ahead, say the artist name and the name of your song for Pass the Aux.
So the first, my artist that I chose is Lil Tyler. He's been quickly becoming one of my favorites as far as like new artists coming out. I think just his rapping style, the beat selection. I've been like, I know a lot of kids listen to him. I'm not a kid anymore, but I still keep up, and I'm like, okay, he might be going somewhere. So again, this is her song, First Show.
Love this song. That's some stupid shit.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
They like, damn, boy, you got your own flow, you on some different shit. This whole getting on my nerves, I need a different bitch. On with designer, I be stepping in some simple shit. Oh, yeah, I'm finna pop my shit like a pimple, bitch. Tell me how you hating on a nigga you don't even know. Hope you out here in a cap, I'm Pinocchio. I will never switch up on the bro, I'm sticking to the code. Niggas hating on my motion, this shit getting old. At my first show, I might have your bitch front row. A white bitch look like Elsa, had to let her go. I'm really stepping in this ride, just had to let you know. A nigga high, but sometimes I be feeling low. I'm tryna run that money up, I need my honeys all that roll. I'm in Tallahassee, nigga, with a Seminole. Got a nigga snapping back to back, I'm really in that mode. Jump inside that track hawking, I'ma whip it like some dope. Jump inside that trap hawk, yeah, you can hear the motor. I been kissing Mary Jane, you can smell the odor. Young instead of getting wise as I'm getting older. I need to go and grab a coat, my heart been getting colder. I'm trying to see her in this ride, no, you ain't seeing me. This a bad white bitch, she come from Tennessee. I ain't fucking with that G, he ain't no friend of me. The Tyler snapping on the beat, you feel the energy. That nigga raw as fuck, I'm already knowing. I was talking to Lennar, he told me keep going. I just jump up on the beat and I just keep flowing. I've been running up a check, the money steady growing. I've been running up the check, I want my money tall. I'ma put my nigga on, so now we all ball. On all 10 standing tall, I can't never fall. A nigga feel like John Wall, I just wanna ball. I be on the paper race, getting to the cake. If he ain't on the money chase, then we can't relate. A nigga feel like Frosted Flakes, I've been feeling great. You won't catch me in the mix, a nigga out the way. You can tell a nigga booty, look into my eyes. I be kissing Mary Jane, right now we in the sky. Feeling like that guy. Kick that bitch straight out the spot, tell the whole goodbye. I get dumb on the beat, but I be moving wise. You can't see me in this route, it ain't no need to try. Hey, it ain't no need to try.
That was Lil Tyler, First Show. All right, Henndawg, what you got?
Shout out them Florida boys, Tallahassee with it. But yeah, fuck with Lil Tyler. For my Pass the Aux, I'm going to go with a Naija Boy. You know, my favorite song of the year. Check out my list on IG, Twitter, and all that. But Unavailable was my top song, favorite song of the year by Davido. Man.
Featuring Musa Keys.
Featuring Musa Keys, too.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Initiating rage process.
I'm unavailable. They know they see me. 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 Sorry for who.
was Unavailable, Davido featuring Musa Keys. I feel like that song is going to go into that category with Fall. And I forget the other Davido song is, where it's going to become unplayable if you're at the African functions, because we just hear it too often. But it's an amazing song, though.
All right, so my Pastor Ox song recently came out. I've had it on repeat past couple days. Home Alone, Boss, and J. Cole.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
Dedicated to the niggas that switch. Dedicated to the one that I miss. Dedicated to the one that I love. Never straying, I ain't fucking up this. Dedicated to my niggas that stayed with me even through my questionable way. Dedicated to the city we growing. We'll revolve around this family I raised. Dedicated to the niggas that switch. Dedicated to the women I miss. Dedicated to the one that I love. Never straying, I ain't fucking up this. Dedicated to my niggas that stayed with me even through my questionable ways. Dedicated to the seeds that we grown. World revolve around this family we raised. I ain't a killer, but don't slip up and tempt me. I paint a picture like I'm into Da Vinci. The rain and fill up on them Indian Sicily. I was younger, not developed yet mentally. Mommy, daddy arguing in the living room. I would come to learn that some things ain't meant to be. Guess I'm destined for a childhood of solitude. Introverted curves and nobody's listening. Father figure wasn't no television screen. Told me stories every day that were riveting. Homicidal niggas die over anything. All my idols either rapping or pivoting. On the sofa every day I resemble Macaulay Culkin while my mama delivering. Home alone without the mansion. I'm glancing out windows making sure no rappers is visiting. Paranoid, cause I know this city is wild. I seen this shit with my own eye. First time I remember a nigga trap breaking out crib late at night, I was 5, dead tired. I called for my mama somehow in that moment I realized we was sitting ducks. No man in that house, just 2 kids and her. And nowhere was some nigga don't give a fuck, better toughen up. And it seemed like that shit stuck with me. Keep your guard up, don't fuck with me. Niggas better know what's up with me, what's up with me. And it seemed like that shit stuck with me. Keep your guard up, don't fuck with me. Niggas better know what's up with me. Dedicated to the niggas that switch. Dedicated to the women I miss. Dedicated to the one that I love. Never straying, I ain't fucking up this. Dedicated to my niggas that stayed with me even through my questionable ways. Dedicated to the seeds that we grown. World revolve around this family we raised.
Still recall coldest nights, not your bullet showers. It ain't all black and white like a Kurosawa. Got the money and fame, but we took the power. Spent it all, made it back, blew $1 million. Went to school scholarship, but I won the scholar. I dropped out, I was hustling, didn't tell my father. He was proud, I'm ashamed I had broke my honor. Ducking jack boys and D-Tex, they tucking collars. TNT twice a week was a fucking problem. But you reap what you sow, I made coats of armor. GCPLIE was my road to karma. Sleepless nights, dropping loads off from home to Harlem. Though my pockets was hungry, my soul was starving. Didn't reach my potential till Coke and calling. Gave me space to reflect when the tour started. Couldn't waste a neglect, had a bigger call. Almost died, saw the flash of life. Call it home from the afterlife. Crime pays, almost paid the price. Mama told me she traded my lifespan. Devil on my shoulder like a boulder.
Yeah. That's another episode. This is technically the end of season 3 of the Real Life Shit podcast. Season 4 coming soon, but before season 4, I got 1, maybe 2 bonus episodes for y'all. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit next week, and then maybe hit that Nicki Minaj, Brent Faiyaz duo in a couple weeks after that. So till then, you know I end the podcast the same way every time, even though I ain't got a shot glass with me. It's early in the morning. So keep it real all the time, and all the time, keep it real. Yurt.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, all of that.
Oh yeah, I got my Christmas socks on. Fuck with me though.
The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, this that real life shit, nigga.